Before you start listening to this, pause for a moment and ask yourself, have you ever or has someone in your presence called a person with a darker complexion Kala, Kallu, Kalwa, or someone from the Northeast, Chinky, Chinese, Chowmin, Momo? Yes, I know, you remember it, right? And people often laugh when such words are used without realizing that these are the racial slurs, not jokes. What seems casual to one person can leave another with a lifelong trauma, stigma, and psychological scars. And this is where the problem begins. So, what is this issue of racism? Racial discrimination in India, particularly against the people from northeastern states, it reflects a deeper crisis of social exclusion, dehumanization, and conditional acceptance of citizenship. It is not just about the language, it is about the sense of belongingness. Recently, the tragic case of Angel Chakma, a student from Tripura studying in Uttarakhand, it exposes the brutal trajectory of racism in India. When Angel objected to racial slurs directed at him and his brother, the response was not remorse but violence. He was attacked with a knife and he died after days of struggle, just months before graduation and employment. This incident is not one of its kind and it's not rare, it's merely visible. Many others remain unreported, normalized, or silenced. So, what caused racial discrimination in our society? A. Normalization of prejudice disguised as humor. Second, mainland centric idea of Indian appearance. Lack of exposure to internal diversity, weak social accountability for everyday racism, and most importantly, bystander apathy, which converts this prejudice into legitimacy. To understand why such behavior feels normal to society, we must go beyond individual action towards the larger ethical failure and sociological structures. From ethical perspective, please understand when mockery based on appearance is there, then it violates human dignity. Equality before law collapses when society is practicing hierarchy. The inability to feel humiliation of others is a moral failure. Angel's protest reflects his integrity, but society's silence reflects ethical erosion. This issue can also be understood from sociological perspective. We can apply Howard Becker's theory of labeling. These racial slurs, they label Northeast Indians as outsiders, imposing identities they did not choose. We can also apply stigma of Irving Goffman. Physical features have become the marker of discredited identity. In fact, in this context, you can apply symbolic violence of Peer Burdue. Casual slurs, they are functioning as silent domination, appearing normal rather than violent. In fact, according to Andre Bete, region, ethnicity, culture, they all intersect to create layered discrimination. Similarly, Edward said, notion of othering. Northeast Indians are racialized as foreigners within their own nation. So now the question is what needs to be done? First and foremost, clear recognition of racial hate crimes. School level sensitization on internal diversity is very important. Responsible media representation. Promote urban inclusion. Programs for migrants and active bystander culture. Silence no longer should be neutral. Please remember, when a citizen must die proclaiming his nationality, it is not identity but society that stands exposed. So, on this note, please do write us in the comment box what's your opinion on growing discrimination in our society and how you choose to address this crisis. Till then, stay connected with us for more such information and analysis. Happy learning.